Getting straight A's felt very impossible for me as someone who went to a normal secondary school, and I didn't really have that much peer pressure or any academic competition to begin with. Anyway, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. And this is actually my first video on YouTube, so please be kind and keep on watching. In this video, I just want to talk about how I actually managed to get straight A's for my SPM. This is my SPM result. I got 5 A pluses for my core subjects and 4 A's for my electives. The third tip that I have will save you so much money and time, so stay tuned. The first thing that I would really recommend is actually a very strategic use of trial papers and also pass your paper. The mistake that I made, and I also see other students making this mistake, is actually doing past year papers but never really diving deep into your mistakes. The thing that I did, especially for subjects that required a lot of calculations and memorization, I actually made a mistake folder where I would compile all the mistakes, all the wrongs that I did, and I would explain it on that paper why I got it wrong, what's the right answer, and how can I prevent from doing this again. The whole purpose of doing past year paper is for you to actually know your weakest point. So by doing past year papers and actually diving deep into your mistakes will help you to prevent from making the same mistakes all over again when you're actually sitting for the paper. Second tip that I have for you guys is your teachers are at your school. They're working for you so that you will be able to sit for your exam so that you understand the contents that they're teaching. I do understand that some teachers are not very good at teaching, but if your teacher is naturally dedicated and they actually want to see you succeed, what you can do is really just set appointments with them. And before you go for the appointment, make sure to actually list down topics or questions that you don't understand. Compile what you want to ask to your teacher, make an appointment, and go see them. 30 minutes a week is already good enough, just once a week, and you will see that your grades skyrocket. So, the third tip that I have is do not, I repeat, do not buy any exercise books. You don't need it. Coming from someone whose their parents will always buy me like a lot of exercise books, trust me, you don't actually need it. Because all you need is just other states' trial papers and just keep grinding on these trial papers from your year, from the previous year, from years back. As long as the content and the syllabus is still relevant, just do past year papers. SPM papers nowadays are very tricky. Like they actually twist the questions like crazy. So most of the time people will fumble because they've never seen such a question before. So you gotta start doing the real SPM papers, okay? Especially for math, chemistry, biology, physics, especially the elective subjects. The last tip that I have has something to do with their time management. Time management itself is a knowledge. It's a skill that you need to master to be able to get good grades. I was a really active student at my school with extracurriculars, but I was still able to get straight A's because I knew how to manage my time properly. Make it a point that you will never skip a study session. So make sure to really commit to your study sessions. So, for example, my study time will always be from 8 p.m. until 12 a.m. And no matter how busy I am, no matter how tired, no matter how I'm feeling at the time, I make it to a point that I will always show up for my study sessions. A little bonus tip about your mindset. A lot of people ask me, what was my motivation? How do I keep myself motivated? And let me tell you, most of the time, I am not motivated because the thing about motivation is just to push you, but it doesn't make you consistent. It doesn't make you show up. What actually makes you show up, what actually makes you consistent is your determination and your discipline. So never rely on your emotions and your motivation because if you rely on motivations can just disappear anytime. Like it's not going to stay with you in the long run. So do not ever rely on motivation. It's a scam. People who give motivation, it's a scam, okay? Motivation is a scam. You gotta show up for yourself. Remember back, what is your long term goal? Make sure your goals are very specific and as objective as possible so you can see your own progress while you study. So, for me, I always kept like a timetable of my current grades and the grades that I want to achieve, even down to the marks, to the point. So make it very specific. So even if you don't reach that goal, at least you'll be very, very close to it. And those are my general SPM tips. Let me know if you guys want me to make videos on specific subjects, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment if you guys have any questions. And these are my socials if you guys want to follow me, because I'm honestly more active here. So yeah, let me know if this helps, and bye bye.